Hi everyone, I'm sure you're surprised that I'm making a vlog just as much as I am. I never thought I would actually be doing this. However, for our journey markers this week, AIM is having us make a vlog about how the Holy Spirit is working through us in our team this week. And so our activity was to go out in small groups or as a team and engage in kingdom work that is beyond our natural and human ability, and to ask the Spirit to guide us and empower us as we walk through our kingdom calling. And we were given a couple questions about it, and so the questions were, what was this experience? And then some example study questions were, what was difficult about this activity? How did we learn about ourselves? What did we learn about ourselves? How did you see God move? And did anything surprise you? So for myself, how was this experience? I'm going to start out by saying, honestly, I haven't felt much in the way of the Spirit guiding me so far, although I know He has, and I know it will change the more I learn to hear His voice. However, this morning I went with a sports group in the morning to the volleyball and basketball courts, and one of the girls and I ended up becoming the cheerleaders for the teams that were playing volleyball and basketball. Through talking, and as we continued, we eventually got on the topic of music, where she began to show me some of her favorite artists, both American and Albanian. And although she was hesitant to show me the Albanian artists because I wouldn't understand the language, once I told her that it didn't matter what language the lyrics were in, because music, just like love, can transcend all language barriers and can get right to the heart of a person. After this, we then followed it up by listening to the music, as well as listening to Marissa, one of my teammates, talk to her sister about religion, being that they're both Muslim and we're Christian, and comparing the differences between the two, and just talking about our faith and how we've all come to the points that we're at. And although I didn't notice it, this simple conversation reminded me that God's love will dissolve any and all language barriers between our squad and the people that we're ministering to. And then also, just as we were beginning to leave, she noticed my tattoos, and she read them, and the one on my left arm says, "God gave me a miracle," and the one on my right arm says, "One heart can change the world." And she wants to talk to me about them more the next time I see her, and so it's really cool to see how God is able to use something that I put on my body over 2 or 3, 4 years ago as a way to help ease me into a difficult situation, for just going up and talking to people isn't actually one of my strong points. So being that going and talking to people isn't a strong point of mine, the part that was difficult about this activity was actually everything. Although it seems simple enough, going up and talking to people, especially people who I hardly can communicate with due to language barriers, is extremely hard, and just the thought of it can burn me out. So for what I learned about myself is that as long as I attempt to make a connection, there's always one that's able to be found, even if it's obscure. Started out by the American artist that she liked being Maroon 5 and us being able to sing a song together. And then it came around to, at the end, being that my tattoos are conversation starters, and that's amazing. That they're able to see how my tattoo saying God gave me a miracle, and then ask what my miracle is, and being able to talk about it that way. Next, for the question of how did I see God move, I'll honestly say it was very quietly and mostly within myself. But it was really cool to see that my tattoos are a way to open up future conversation about Him, and especially now that, being that the conversation is going to happen after an established friendship has already been made, that they're going to be more willing to listen to what I have to say and what I'm actually saying, rather than viewing me as like a Jehovah's Witness person who's just trying to shove religion down their throat regardless of whatever they believe, and we're being able to come back and talk to them about it as a friend rather than as someone who's preaching at them. Lastly, the things that surprised me the most was the fact that my tattoos being 2 and 4 years old, that they ended up becoming a platform to turn a conversation that started out around secular music to becoming a future conversation about God. Although it didn't surprise me that He's using the established friendships that we're making through sports and just through hanging out with people and loving on them as a way to become more open and sharing about our faith, and having them become more open to actually listening to us about our faith. So short of AIM having us have another requirement for a vlog. This will probably be my first and only one. This really isn't my most liked medium of communicating with everybody. I tend to write longer blog posts and post a couple pictures, and so that'll be the way I stick to. However, who knows, maybe in our journey markers in the future we'll have to create another one. So you may see my face in a video again, but we'll come to find out in the future. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed listening.